Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr now on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Blake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Corey leads it in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Man open left side. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now!
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And the 49ers have scored to swing back in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to...
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Carr now on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 3rd down. That's Thomas. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerick McKinnon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a real...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They give them a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, it's Thomas. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Carr now on third and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. So they're operating in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Fielded about a yard deep. Twisting away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Seven yards to go on second down. Here again is McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing his car on third down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Carr. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Thomas. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it, and it's taken in for a score. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh. The message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they can hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Chargers getting set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They find some open field here. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No, Jack, Patriot. All right, here we go.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
I've been rolling 85.